Severe weather slams Northeast Ohio.
So let's go ahead and get a check of current power outages for you. Over 9,000 customers waking up in the dark right now, most of them in Lorain County.
We have team coverage for you. David Greenberg is live in Amherst with a look at the damage. Brissa has more on the impacts on the roads. But first, Matt, whoa, what a wild night it was.
Yeah, wild night for sure. Electric storms yesterday. We were all commenting on just how much lightning there was with these thunderstorms yesterday. We had that microburst obviously over in Lorain County. We had flooding yesterday afternoon and evening down in the Coventry area south of Akron. I mean, this is what summertime storms can do, and they may do it again today in spots. We're at 75 degrees with some thunder being reported over at Hopkins right now. It is thick outside this morning, thicker than yesterday. We've got a dew point of 71. We are obviously kicking off where we left off yesterday. Now we have some storms out over the lake right now. These storms should stay out over the lake over the next couple hours here. We do have a few rumbles of thunder again heading through areas of Cuyahoga County, but the bulk of this is north. We'll keep our eye on Lake and Ashtabula County. Those would have eyes on you, but a lot of lightning with these as well. There's tremendous lift in the atmosphere because we've got another wave moving in. A lot of rain yesterday, though. Notice the areas that got the rain, especially areas of Summit County. Down towards Coventry, between Coventry and Lakemore, picked up anywhere from a radar estimated 4 to 6 inches of rain yesterday. But still, as summertime thunderstorms go, a lot of us didn't see any rain yesterday. What are we dealing with today? Well, we've got a little line of storms developing out over the lake. Notice this is a leftover of a bigger line. This energy will come in today, and models don't do anything with it. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did see a few thunderstorms as this wave moves through here this morning into the midday hours. Otherwise, we're out ahead of this front. We're still tropical today, and we're going to be dealing with showers and thunderstorms across areas of the Midwest. Explosive storms expected this afternoon back towards Chicago. We would inherit that line tonight in a fading sense, and then it kind of skips over us. And tomorrow the severe threat is east, so pretty good timing on this. But in between, we are hot, and we've got another heat advisory out today. This one for pretty much all of our counties, going to feel more like the mid to upper 90s as we go throughout the day today. Now, in terms of the forecast today, we are looking at some scattered storms around, but we're also looking at hot conditions. We'll talk about that storm threat coming up in your forecast in just a couple minutes. Dave.
Matt, thank you. 5:03, and last night's storms left behind some serious damage in Northeast Ohio.
Certainly did. David Greenberg joins us live from Amherst right now. David, what can you tell us this morning? How is it there?
Yeah, guys, good morning. Well, you could definitely see some of the damage from right here in Amherst last night, and there's different pockets of spaces. And this area here on Cleveland Avenue, we're right here at the corner of Cleveland Avenue and Wood Hill, and this area has been hit really hard. Take a look at this tree that fell out of the ground here. Honestly, the folks in this area are incredibly lucky in the direction that it fell. You see the giant hole that it took and ripped out of the ground. Now, if this falls any other direction other than the way that it does, it falls onto either of these two houses right here. But like you guys said, there's over 9,000 outages at this current point in time, according to First Energy. Roughly 3,500 of those are here in Lorain County, in Amherst specifically. And we did see some crews that were out here this morning fixing some of those power lines as well still. So it does look like there is, that they did fix these power lines that this tree did fall onto, but not too far, right down the street here on Wood Hill. There is still plenty of power outages that they're working through. So it's really going to be a process today to get all of this cleaned up, because there's just trees and debris and branches and leaves kind of littered all throughout this area as we were driving around.
That tree is incredible. My goodness. Thankfully, it did not hit those houses, but man, that was a huge tree. All right, David, we'll check back in with you a little later. Let's get a check on our morning commute right now with Brissa.
Yeah, and because of those storms, David's seeing some of the impact of it right now. Now, things looking good if you are traveling 77 here near East Wilbeth Road, northbound and southbound. On this stretch of 77 through Summit County, I'm not seeing any issues. It's a lot of those back roads, if we take a look at the big picture map, that are seeing some of the repercussions from last night's storm. If we zoom on into the Chardon area this morning, we have a northbound and southbound road closure. This is along 608 here through, again, the Chardon area between Wooden Road right now and Girdle Road. This entire stretch of 608 is closed still this morning due to down power cables. So take it easy if you are traveling through that stretch. Definitely going to slow a lot of drivers down. It's a very heavily trafficked area. And again, that's due to down power cables. And a reminder, if you do see any down power lines, you treat them as if they are active and you avoid the area. Another closure we are tracking this morning is 77 southbound here to get off at Fleet Avenue. Avenue. That one unrelated to storms damage from overnight. That's just north of the Independence area, and it's closed right now due to some police activity. Dave.
Brissa, thank you. We will have continuing coverage for you throughout the morning, both on air and on the WKYC app. Just scan the QR code on your screen to download the app for free.